Cheers, my friends. Are you tired of the hunt? Are you running out of money? Are you trying to get the ultimate in a collection or just getting the full set of a specific offering? Then stay tuned and watch what I have to show you. So happy you could join us today. It's been a while. I've been both busy and under the weather. Just haven't been able to get here and produce a video for you in probably just almost a week. And that does weigh on my heart because I do like doing these for you guys. I love doing it for myself, but have been down with the weather. I thought I was getting COVID. I still don't know. We'll see. But I am feeling just a little bit better. But I wanted to get this out to you because I would like to discuss with you buyer's fatigue. Buyer's fatigue is something that I feel I have reached a point in. So I don't know if you know this, but if you're a longtime watcher, you know that probably almost 10 months ago, back in November, December of last year, I started talking about how I felt the bourbon boom was about ready to bust, that the consistent rising of prices and the unavailability of lots of what we call allocated or even much desired products was reaching a point that was not sustainable. And none of my friends believe me. I had long discussions with a couple really good people in the business. They're also in whiskey groups or, you know, YouTube, social podcasters and stuff. And none of them believed me. A couple did, and they were also able to put out some videos talking about the same thing. But most of my friends didn't believe me and thought it would just keep going on. Then, by January or February, we started seeing things on the shelf that you hadn't seen in a long time, beginning with Weller Special Reserve. And then we started seeing some Buffalo Trace. And by mid-summer, you can readily find Buffalo Trace, Weller Special Reserve, Eagle Rare, Elijah Craig, some of those lower tiered allocated stuff on shelves somewhere at a reasonable price, not museum prices. And now, come October, you can start finding more and more things on the shelf. Prices haven't quite dropped; they're getting there. I have seen a couple Jack Daniels, the 10 and 12 year, in almost reasonable price range and availability. And what really surprised me is in June, I believe, I actually saw Midwinter's Night Dram for the first time on a shelf, not near the price I could pay for it. And I actually found one place here locally in the DFW area that is notorious for being a museum. And none of my whiskey companions really shop there. I like to go look every once in a while and pick up something that's not whiskey just for availability, because they carry something that most of the stores don't in the liquor, in the gin and vodka sections. But their whiskey section is always very overpriced. And they had 6 bottles of Midwinter's Night Dram on the shelf at $600 a piece. I found that a little bit too much for a $125 SRP. So it did make me realize, though, that we're seeing more and more things, but in the same way, I have been less likely to buy some of those things that I want because I have buyer's fatigue. I have been purchasing, we have 1,200 bottles almost in this bar over the course of 5 years, and my desire to purchase those high-end allocated bottles has diminished greatly. If I can find them at MSRP, I will get them, and that's how I found Birthday Bourbon and the Weller barrel, single barrel. And I found this Blanton, well, not this one, another Blanton's at MSRP. I'm starting to find things at MSRP. I will get those, but I am no longer willing to shell out the double, triple price. I will never go above triple, but double, triple price range on a good, because I have buyer's fatigue. Tired of the hunt being not fun, not being able to find the stuff at a reasonable rate. And so my thoughts are, I would give this video to you because I know that I am not alone. There's lots of you out there who are tired of the game, so to speak, and that's what it is. You have this vast group of people out there who are buying liquor, buying whiskey, specifically bourbon, as a investment. They're buying it at some price, whether they're getting backdoor channels or they're getting, they got some sort of in with the liquor store, or they're willing to pay that extra month, and then they are holding it or turning and flipping it for 2-3 times the amount. And so they are making money, and they probably don't even really enjoy what's inside the bottle. They're just making money. And I think that's what really got us going, is whiskey became more of an investment than a connoisseur hobby type of thing. And I know this because I've read recently I've read multiple articles, not just one or a couple, but lots of articles that say whiskey is probably the most lucrative investment out there that's not energy, like natural gas or oil. That it's probably the biggest investment out there over gold, silver, and other things. I just think that people got on there and the economy was doing pretty good for a while, and they decided that to turn this into an investment for them, much like some people do with wine. And I think it's about ready to bite them in the butt. I really do. People are starting to try to offload some of their stuff because they're not going to get the prices they want, and eventually they're not going to get the prices they paid. With new distilleries coming online and new production just about ready to hit the market in the next couple of years, things like Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace are going to go back to MSRP. And a lot of things, our Blanton's is probably going to go back to MSRP a lot sooner than we think. There will still be those special things out there. There'll be the birthday bourbon, there'll be the Weller single barrels or the Midwinter's Night Dram. But I don't think you're going to command the cost or the price that you want to, because people are not willing to play the game anymore. They have buyer's fatigue, and I think that we're at a point that, as a bourbon community, we're done with it. Now there are a bunch of people out there, and all the power to them, that are buying things by the case when they can find it because that's their drinker. I know several people who will only drink Blanton's or Eagle Rare, which I find very sad in my opinion, because yes, it's a great drink. It's like, you only buy Coke, or you only buy Pepsi, or Dr. Pepper if you're here in Texas, because that's Dr. Pepper seems to be the thing to drink, because that's your drink of choice. However, does that mean you don't go into I don't know, a 7-Up every once in a while, Sprite, or something of a different profile, just to give you a better drink of what you're drinking? I don't know. But people who drink only one bottle and really stack it up, I find very sad, because whiskey is an amazing product, and to find all sorts of different variations and flavors and stuff like that is just very cool to me. And it's nice to get a bad one every once in a while to kind of refocus on some better ones and just have a good time with it. So I think that all sorts of things are hitting the market, or hitting the economy. The economy's not doing as great as I think it is, or as they say it is. I don't think it is. And so I'm less likely to part with my money on things like that because I have buyer's fatigue. But that's my opinion. I'd really like to know your opinion. What is your sought-after bottle that you are no longer searching for? Mine was, well, it's always been Midwinters, but mine was the Jack Daniel's 10 and 12. I have almost the entire collection of Jack Daniel's, and I drink them. They're all open, except for 2 bottles I just recently got about 4 months ago. But The 10 and 12 I've never gotten, and I was searching and hunting and looking for it and was disappointed with the prices and kind of gave up that hunt. And now I'm not really, unless I can get it for slightly over MSRP or at SRP, I'm probably not going to buy it. And that's the way with most of this stuff. I don't look for Blantons. I have a couple, but I'm not looking for them just because I know that I will be disappointed. So what is the one that you're looking for that you've probably given up on just because you've gotten tired of the game? That's the question. But also leave in the comments if you think I'm wrong. Do you think the bourbon bust or bourbon boom is about ready to bust? All indications is it is. It can't sustain itself forever. And just the fact that prices are dropping and availability is increasing shows you that that's the case. But that's also a local thing here in Texas, which is one of the hardest states to find allocated products. But you can tell me what you think in your area, and what do you think about my I don't know, theory that the boom is about ready to bust. To boost. But yeah. And hopefully we can get some more episodes out there. I feel really bad, but, you know, life is hard sometimes, and I've been in transition from one job to retirement to looking for another job, and I've been feeling ill, so it's been a little bit rough. But let us know what you think. Make sure you do hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. Part of the benefit of being able to produce these things is because you guys like them. I just need you to hit that like. It's a very simple, easy expression on your part to hit the like and subscribe. Help the channel out. We do all of this out of our own heart and our own pocketbook. We don't have any income for this channel at all. And so collecting 1,200 bottles is quite difficult when it's coming out of your own pocketbook. So make sure that you do show the love. Hit that subscribe, hit that love. And I hope you have a great Monday. And we'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday. It's a packed day for me with medical appointments and everything, but we should be able to get a video out, hopefully. And maybe I'm feeling good enough that I can actually do a review and pour something, but right now, not interested in drinking anything until I feel better. So, all right. Yeah, have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.